Hello, guys. Greetings. Good morning, and hope we are doing great. Um, Today is Thursday, and by my time, this is about 7:41, and I'm here to give us a quick summary of the mass adoption meeting that was held yesterday. As usual, it was anchored by Bederick. It was supposed to have been anchored by Brother Kardasha, but he hasn't absolutely recovered. So based on the feedback from CJ, which is Chief Justice of the Simply Brilliant community, he said that most likely next week Wednesday, he will be available. So as usual, welcome to my channel. And one of my responsibilities in the Simply Brilliant community is to pass on the right information. And so far, so good. It appears that humanity are so disoriented. From my experience so far in the community, I have come to see that humanity is so disoriented. They are given to their own ways. They are not willing to coordinate. They are not willing to cooperate. They believe that they are wiser than every other person. So when someone else brings a solution, they just do their own ways. So far, this has been my experience in the Simply Brilliant community. And I'm going to take my time to summarize the meeting we had yesterday. It was an excellent one. And I want us to be more intentional about this summary of the mass adoption meeting. I wouldn't just want us to come in and then listen to the updates of the summary and then you go your own way. I want us to be very intentional. Intentional in the sense that we should make sure we spread this information. Most of us in the community are not spreading this information. Yes, I have to be very plain because so many things are wrong in the community, and a good number of people are just sitting aloof and standing aloof and are just watching and are feeling entertained and are just hoping that it's going to work out without making any efforts. You are supposed to lay your hand on the plow and make sure that you follow through. Some of us in this community are not in, and some of us are not out either. You are just paying your subscription fee and you are not concerned at all about what's going on. Let's be deliberate about these informations. If actually you are willing to hear the summary of the mass adoption meeting, it's not just for getting information, it is to spread it and let the people know that this is the mind of the administration. We need to get more united. We are not united at all. Sincerely speaking, whether you are from the west or from the south or from the east, wherever we are not united. It just shows that a good number of us are given to our own ways. And I'm very, very disappointed about the fact that we're giving to our own ways. The administration has done everything. Sometimes I try to wonder the kind of person the administration is, because that man is he has a magnanimous mindset, a magnanimous heart. I mean, he loves humanity to the point where even when you slap him on one cheek, he turns the other cheek. Not that he's foolish, not that he's weak, no, but he has understanding, he has wisdom, slow to anger, and then he's also someone that has understanding of the nature of human beings, taking time to reason with them so that when the time comes, nobody will say, I wasn't informed. I want to applaud the administration and how he has managed the community for this number of years. Yes, we've been in the community for about 7 years plus. And by next year, March 21st, will become 8 years. And an individual has been given the wisdom to hold on to this community for 7 good years. I think is worthy of being applauded. And I want to use the opportunity to say, admin, you've been a good man and you have tried. I must sincerely applaud your wisdom because I don't have that temper to manage the attitude of human beings. Human beings has really shown that they are really wonderful to deal with. But you have been able to hold on and you are setting in things so that things can work out well. So I want to say thank you, admin. And I want to also say, please continue to hold on because we know that this is just a phase and we're going to pass through this phase. We're going to overcome. Definitely the good will outnumber and has outnumbered the evil ones. In this community, we are going to comprise of only the good ones. Evil ones will not prevail because the system is set up such that leaders in this community will comprise of the godly And there is a part of the scriptures that say that when the godly are in power, the people rejoice. But when the evil are in power, people go into hiding. In Nigeria, as case study, the evil are currently the ones, in charge. Yes, evil are the ones in charge, and the people are in hiding. A lot is wrong in this community. Sorry, in this Nigeria, a lot is wrong. And as at now, you see that the workforce of the Nigerian community is actually on a strike. Yes, the workforce, I'm referring to the Nigerian general, not Nigerian SBC community. I'm talking of Nigeria at large. A good number of people are willing to go to work because it's becoming a difficult thing to deal with. Yes. And the Simply Brilliant community has been set out to correct that anomaly. I want to tell you guys that it's going to get worse. Trust me, it's going to get much worse. But what's going to happen is that we are going to get more organized. The Simply Brilliant community will get more organized. And as we get more organized and the economy of the system gets worse, people will begin to discover us and then they will join our community. That's how we win. It's not going to be that difficult. The administration is getting more organized, and we are also going to get more organized. We are going to put in things so that evil will not be able to thrive. It's not going to work. And as that happens, I can tell you that this economy will get more challenging. The dollar to naira will get higher. As I speak to you now, a dollar to a naira based on Binance rating is roughly 880 naira to a dollar. And I won't be surprised it will get to 900. I won't be surprised at all. So these are things that are going to make you know that it won't get easier. But those who are in the community and are able to follow instructions, it's going to be better off for them. Yeah, you know. All right. So that said, that's just a quick one. I want to actually now begin. As usual, it was about a 1 hour, monologue, and then the other 1 hour was a dialogue. And I'm going to try as much as possible to replicate what the administration did yesterday, but it's going to be on a summary format. So I will begin. Please, if you're just tuning into my broadcast or will tune into my broadcast, do well to like, do well to share, do well to subscribe. I want a good number of people to get properly informed. I don't want us to follow passively, because we are following passively, just getting the informations and are moving on. It's more than that. It's much, much more than that. Get informations and tell people. Get excited about what we are doing, because I don't see anything coming. The crypto space is under attack. The CBDCs are coming, and they are coming fast. The governments are doing everything within their power to make sure that life is difficult for their people, their citizens. And if you are going to just sit back and feel so unconcerned, then I don't think you are very serious. I don't think you're a serious-minded person. So let's be deliberate about this. Spread information, get more organized, get more informed. Okay? Well, it's in your hands. I'm doing by parts. I'm doing everything I can, and I'll keep doing it. And I know that God will help me. So, the beginning of today's broadcast, I'll begin with this. I think I'm now sharing my screen. So, I want to first of all begin by showing us this. I want to highlight it. So, this is Joy G Price Protection Alert. It's not a donation of $10 when the transaction is done below 150 Joy G price. Instead, it will be treated as an equal exchange of $10 BUSD for $10 Joy G. And no agents are receiving a donation from this low price transaction. We all know that the price of Joy G now is very low. So let's go and look at the price of Joy G. So we go back now and check the price of Joy G. Sharing my screen. I'm going to look at the Joy G. I'm going to pull coin. So I'm on pull coin now. And we see that the price of Joy G is $95. It dropped to as much as $69 a few hours ago. And the question I keep asking is, why did the people act? Why did the people begin to start selling? When you go through the history, you see that so many people sold. So many people sold. And even when they knew that the price was going down, even when they knew that as it was going down, the community were going to suffer it. They did not care and they kept selling. Someone sold 1.7842 and they continued selling. Another person sold 1.26 and then they kept selling and they kept selling. Even when they knew the price was getting down to $100, it went down. Someone sold 1.8327 and they kept selling and they kept selling. And all these people selling are agents. They can't be any other thing other than agents. They kept selling. Someone sold 1.99742 and they kept selling. And I kept asking myself, these people that kept selling, don't they have a conscience? That's what I kept asking myself. Now, these people that kept selling, don't they have a human mind? I kept asking myself, these people selling, don't they have families? And if their family were treated ill, bad, and they suffered it, how will they feel? Some people are coming into this community and they are not concerned at all. They don't see the community as their own family. And that's why you see a good number of people selling. A good number of people selling. Now, let me tell you something. There was something I just saw, and this was what broke my heart. Someone sold as much as 12 Joy G. I want to see if I can get it. Yes. Someone sold as much as 12 Joy G. Look at this. I'm highlighting it. Someone sold as much as 12 Joy G. Now, the question I ask is, don't you have a conscience? Don't you have a conscience? And you sold and you saw the price down. And you were told that if the price is down, don't sell. And it was told that when it's 150, stop selling. But they kept selling. Honestly speaking, the person that is behind this operation, which is the administration, I wonder what kind of mindset he has. He has a heart of gold. I don't have that mindset because I don't know why people choose to do what they were doing. Even after being warned, they kept doing it. Sincerely speaking, this is very bad. You know, when we had the meeting yesterday, the administration said that some people think that he's weak, but he's not weak. That actually he's a fighter. He's much more than a warrior, and that he has to integrate wisdom with patience, and that he's playing a whole lot of patience and wisdom in this community. And that's why he was appointed by our creator to, mastermind this organization. Because if I were the person, I would be very honest. Everybody that has been selling will have to pay the consequences. I am very sincere. Everybody that sold, they will have a price to pay. They'll have something to answer. That's me. Because evil keeps prevailing because the good keeps silent. Evil keeps prevailing because the good ones are just aloof and are doing nothing. That's the reason why I have developed a very tough skin for evil. When I see evil, I don't overlook it. I immediately attack it. That's how I am. And I think that's my personality. And I'm not saying that I'm perfect. No. But I'm making you to understand that whatever you would do that would compromise the well-being of your neighbor, I won't buy into it. All these people are over time. If they don't change their attitude, they are going to find out that what the administration will put into place will make it so difficult for them to operate. And they will have no other choice than to walk away. I mean everything I'm saying. Now the system is actually putting things into place. And within the next few days and about a week or 2 weeks or so from now, people will begin to answer for their own mistakes. Not that they did it out of ignorance, because you can't tell me that all these sellings happened in less than 24 hours. And I can tell you that all these ones that you are seeing happened this morning. All these ones you are seeing here, they happened this morning. In less than 4 hours ago, all these sellings were happening. And you tell me they were not aware? And you tell me they didn't see the blog? No, they did. They just wanted to. Some people have taken responsibility over this community to see that it doesn't go well. And there are very few. And I'm saying it with all boldness because I don't like this attitude. And I can tell you that they won't prevail. I am very sure that they won't prevail. So good luck to them if they keep trying, because the system is going to fight back. And the system will fight back, not because it wants to fight back, but because it wants to protect the good and not the evil ones. So good luck to you if you want to continue that. Now there is still a whole lot of other things we'll have to discuss about. So let's continue. I go back to the to my page, and then we move into the blog. So when we move into the blog, we'll see that a coordinated effort leads to success. That was the last update that was put out there by the administration. Now, when you look at this, a coordinated effort leads to success, it was the article the admin put out. And after he put out the article, then people started selling. I was asking myself that did the administration do evil to tell people to coordinate? Was the administration doing wrong to say that people should cooperate? That's the question I was asking. We'll read the article together, and then we'll look into a few things, and then that'll be all for the end of for this meeting. So the administration began by saying congratulations on supporting the climb of Joy G price of 55 to the current price of 155. As at yesterday, before this whole selling began, the price of Joy G got to 155, while the givers gain donation was turned off. Then it was turned off. Now I'm turning the givers gain donations back on now, and hope to see the price, the Joy G price, continue to move upward. That was the admin's intention. And he wants to see the price of Joy G keep moving up. Okay. Now, coordinating a group of thousands of people from multiple cultures and languages is a challenge. It's a challenge because a good number of them are disoriented. A good number of them are disorganized. Because I don't know if I'm thinking different, but it's not out of place to be reasonable. And I'm not the only reasonable person. There are a good number of reasonable people in the community, but the challenge I'm having is that the reasonable ones are just keeping quiet and they're just following along with the crowd. It doesn't work like that. You have to open up, you have to speak out, you have to be bold. The righteous are bold like lions. The thing we are seeing is that the righteous are silent and they are hiding into their mushrooms. I mean, they are in hiding. And that's why you are seeing things happening, because the bulk of the people are doing things and they feel they'll get away with it. So thousands of cultures doesn't mean that all cultures are wrong, because I'm from a culture in this world and we promote godliness, we promote righteousness, we promote peace, equity, justice, fairness. But I don't know where other cultures are coming from and they are behaving the way they are behaving. Sincerely speaking, I'm not happy. Honestly, I'm not happy at all, because we would have to offend some of these people before they learn their lesson. And it didn't have to get to that point. I mean this, I'm saying we will have to get to the level of offending them, because all this information has been spoken and repeated several times. But they just said, well, nothing will go wrong. I'm telling you that something will go wrong this time, because we have to make sure that we get things organized. The elites are planning on enslaving humanity, and we're in a race against time. If they win, we're all enslaved. And a few people would cause us not to win? I don't think so. I don't. Coordinating a group of thousands of people from multiple cultures and languages is a challenge. Here is what we are doing. We are blessing. Is it ungodly to bless? Is it wrong to bless? We are blessing the poor with food while supporting donors with a gain. And we are funding agents to carry out this great work. Now, the best thing we can do is huddling Joy G. So the admin was talking about yesterday that the bulk of the agents should huddle Joy G. So for instance, you are having 10 Joy G. You should huddle as much as you can and allow the price to go up so that you sell a little. The administration was of the opinion that if you are an agent, don't sell 3,000. Don't sell 2,000. Sell in piecemeals, at least 500. If you sell 500, between 500 and about 600, 700, and then, even if you want to sell it in large quantities, withdraw the money in batches. Yes, you shouldn't be in a haste, because we're not in competition. Don't be in a haste. Something I'm seeing and I have to speak out, and it's pissing me off. Agents are seeing the price down and they withdraw at that level and they use it to go and buy food items and they go and use it to do goodwill. Now, who is the wise and who is the foolish? That's a question I ask the agents. Agents see the price down and you are trying to prove and show and create an impression that you are doing goodwill, that you are an agent. What is the intent behind selling at a loss and using the money to buy good items, for goodwill, and then feeding the poor? Are you achieving the objective? What's the motive behind your ungodly actions? As long as I'm concerned, I call that an ungodly action, because the community is crying. The community are crying and are saying the price is down, and you are sucking the blood of the community, and then you are using it to feed the less privileged. From my point of view, that's a dumb idea. That's a very dumb idea. So let the agents beware that you should be reasonable and you should care. You should care. Don't do it when you see that it's going to hurt the rest of the community. And that's what I'm seeing some people are doing. And when they do it, they pick it and they put it on the general agent group. How reasonable are those agents? To me, they are not reasonable agents, and they should hear this information and they should take note of what I'm saying, and they should be more reasonable. Well, but agents have to sell the Joy G donated in order to buy the food to feed the poor when the price is high, not when the price is low. Timing the selling matters for the success of this entire program. So the givers gain donation are back on now. As I speak to you, is back on. We are going to go into it shortly. Selling at 155 is not good. So you shouldn't sell at that price, even though it was like then 150, above 150. You should wait to it appreciate. That's what admin was saying. Wait for the price to get to over 175. Now, I want to crave the indulgence of the agents, because we have a whole lot of unruly ones among us. I will tell you that a good number of people are coming into this community not to be agents. Some of them are coming in for their pockets. Some are coming in for their stomach. Yes, because from the Nigerian community, I am seeing agents that are just coming in, and those ones they've never attended meetings in the Nigerian community. They have not even known anything about the coordinators in the state level, but they just came out of the blues and they became agents. Now, I believe in order, I believe in leadership, I believe in structure, I believe in hierarchy. Now, you just came in and as an agent, are you not aware that there were people there? You are supposed to find out who are the ones that are coordinating for your state, for your level, for wherever you find yourself, and submit yourself to them and align yourself to their plans. But they just jump in and become agents, and they want to receive fundings from the entire community. I want you to know, as agents, that that's an unruly attitude. You shouldn't just jump out of the blues and expect that funding's coming. Nobody knows your integrity. Nobody knows your level of wisdom. Nobody knows if you are a sincere person. You just jump in and there is no accountability. So when one is given to you, you use it and do what? Who are you giving account to as to how you spent your money? I want you to be aware that in the Nigerian community, every agent that comes in, I'm in the know. And when they do goodwill, even before they put it on the blog, they give account to the entire Nigerian community, those who are in the community and are following terms and conditions. And then they explain how they went about spending and doing this and doing that. There must be accountability in the Nigerian community. And I'm taking responsibility to see that that's done. And that should also apply to other communities. I believe they are doing so. So when you jump in and you become an agent and we don't know you and you don't come in to show that you are willing to serve, sorry, I don't know what your fate will be. I'm actually kind of, I'm on a high tune this morning. And I'm on a high tune because the community are pushing the administration and they wouldn't like what they will get back if they continue like this, especially the unruly ones, especially the willfully ignorant ones. Well, wait for the price to get to 175. I am hoping that the community cooperates, especially agents. I hope the community cooperates. I hope they don't have to start selling when the price is 160 And then when it's 165, they start selling because they want to actually do goodwill. Who are you trying to impress? Cooperate and then work together and then see how things will happen. When it's about 175 or above, then you sell. Yes, you sell. Wait for the price to get to over 175 before selling. That gives us room to continue to push the Joy G price upward towards 1000. The admin is committed to the cause of pushing the price up. Use the direction on the KCBO dashboard as a guide. So when you look at this, you see that at 150, don't sell. That's why he says off. At 175 and above, it is on for people to what? Sell. Now I'm referring to the agents, not donors. For the donors, it will perpetually be on. And I want you to know that the admin put it on the KCBO that if it is below 150, don't sell, because if you sell, it's a swap. You are not getting at an interest. You are just doing a swap. And then once we've gotten to 175, I want you to know that it will be modified. It wouldn't be 150 again. It now become 160, so that people will beware. And then when we get to 190, it will no more be 160 again. It becomes 170. So what you are seeing on the KCBO will also go up from 150 to 160 to 170 to 180 to 190 and 200 and 225, and it will continue. So don't think that it will remain at 150. No, because we must get the price to Joy G to 1000, and we must get it done within a calendar month for us to be able to have a whole lot of attraction to goodwill and a whole lot of other things happening. We must have to follow this thing up, and we must do it very conscientiously. Let's continue. Now, the donation are paid in BUSD. This BUSD is a powerful daily revenue source for our community. So far, I have used the lion's share of the BUSD that has already come in to pump the price of Joy G up. Once the community catches on to the bigger picture here, Joy G will become a coin that people will hodl and wait for the large 5 to 10 times returns. Now, taking small profits daily is not the best strategy to gain, which is trading is not the best strategy. Now, hodl and wait for Joy G price to be worth thousands of dollars before taking profits. Before taking profits will benefit everyone in the community. So admin is actually telling the community to cooperate. Hodl and wait for the Joy G price to be worth thousands of dollars before taking profits will benefit everyone in the community. Now, a $5 gain today while the price of Joy G is 150 becomes $50 gain when the price of Joy G reaches 1,500. About 150 for a $5. For a $5 gain today, while the price is about 150, becomes $50 when the price of Joy G reaches 1,500. So you can check this out, that the price will times 10 when the price is 1,500. And if we do the right thing, that can be done in about a month and a half. So what the admin is trying to say is, if you put in $100 and then it times 10, that becomes $1,000. So there is no limit to how much gain you can make by hodling, not by selling. The intent of Joy G is hodl, not sell. Hodl, hodl, hodl. Hold on for dear life, not selling, not for quick gratification. If you are looking for quick gratification, don't come to Joy G. Go look for some other things to put your money into. If you put your money in Joy G, leave it there for at least a month. At least. Now, do you see what I mean? All members that have outside sources like Bitcoin holdings, for example, to come up with at least $10 BUSD daily donation should use their source while they hodl and accumulate Joy G. So what admin is saying is simple. In clear terms, use outside source, support this program. 1 month later, you can check how much gains you've made and then withdraw your gains, leave your capital to continue to generate enough gains for you every month. Now, they will win big in the end while enjoying the good karma that comes from supporting these efforts to feed the poor. Having a daily additional BUSD revenue source on top of program fees will give us the power to clear up all of our past shortcomings of payoffs and payoff, okay, and pay off all stock money, pay off all the stock money in our systems much sooner. So admin is saying that if this thing goes well, we are going to have enough general revenue, enough revenue to settle. He has not yet paid bounties for June, and we're in August. And admin wants to get it sorted out in this month of August. The admin wants to get the buybacks sorted out for the other 10%. I'm also part of the 10% that has not yet received my buyback. And a few other people out there, I can tell you the truth that the bulk of those people who has received their buybacks are no more members of this community. This is the painful truth. And the administration wants to see that everybody is happy. He wants to bring back everybody. But let the members cooperate so that there can be enough revenue to support and then bring those people, at least let them know that their buybacks are available. And when they pay their subscription fee, they can access their buybacks. In fact, the administration may not necessarily even call their attention. If he has their wallet addresses, he would send it directly to them and let the members who are active let them know that they've received their buyback, that they should check their account in their MetaMask, that they would have seen it. Yes, the administration wants to prove a point that this community is to empower humanity, not to siphon what they already have. But he has not given back to them because he knows that if he does, there isn't enough liquidity to sustain what is left over if he gives out. And I understand perfectly well, and I also want to believe that others will also understand. But the truth is that a good number of people are bent to see that it doesn't happen. Why? What do you gain by seeing the hurt of other people? Now, the more this community supports a Joy G, ongoing pump, that is ongoing pump in price, the faster these bills will get paid off. I want everyone to be happy as soon as it is possible. Are you hearing, admin? I want everyone to be happy as soon as it is possible. So I've said that, and he's saying it again. Now, this program has the power to make these things happen sooner if we work together to pump Joy G pricing into the thousands of dollars. Plus, we can feel good about our goodwill and good deeds. I pray for your full cooperation. Thanks in advance for it. Now, that was what the admin said. And as soon as he said that, you saw what happened. The pricing started going down. Well, that's because the people chose to be uncoordinated. Now, let me also take us to the agent page so that we see a few things. And for the agent page opening now, you'll find out that the administration is not going to turn off the donations again. Now, there is this saying that the illiterate of the 21st century are not those who can read and write, but those that don't follow instruction. The illiterate of the 21st century are not those who can read and write, but those who can't follow simple instructions. Now, someone who is foolish, quote me anywhere, someone who is foolish will see that the donations are on, and they will quickly go and donate by using this one or by using this one, and they'll be thinking that they want to undo the system to tank the price of Joy G. But let me tell you what the admin said so that we see it, because he has said it clearly, and I want to show you guys again, because some of you don't even understand what he's doing. Some of us don't have, I don't know what to call it, Joy G price protection alerts. It's not a donation of 10 Joy G, $10 worth of Joy G when the transaction is done below a 150 Joy G price. Instead, it will be treated as an equal exchange of 10 BUSD for 10 Joy G, and no agents are receiving a donation for this low price transaction. So whoever it is that thinks he's so intelligent and is so ungodly and is so disoriented and thinks he's so wow should go ahead and donate. The price of Joy G now, as I speak to you, is still very low. It is still around $96. $96 is still very low. We have to get back to 100 and 200 as soon as possible. And what these guys did was they slowed us down. And I'm very pissed off about the fact that they are slowing us down. Well, now let's conclude. two things that admin said yesterday, which I'm going to conclude with. He has talked about the donor side, and we are seeing it here. So it doesn't only apply to donors. You're an agent and you choose to donate, you will also be a victim. So this concerns donors and agents for this. And like I said, that the 150 will keep appreciating when we've gotten to our all-time high, which is about 175. The next thing you will see is that the 150 becomes 160. And then the next thing you see is after we get to our next all-time high, let me show us again practically so that we don't say we're not aware. Now it's 150 because we're still yet to get there. When we get there and we get to our next all-time high, which is 175, the admin will modify it to be 160. And then our next target is 190. And then he'll modify it to 170. And once you see it there, you know that the next all-time high is 210. So that if you are a donor and you sell below 170, you know that it's going to be a swap. And I also want you to know that if it's a swap and you are unfortunate to swap where a whole lot of naughty agents are still selling and they are selling below that price, then you are going to receive your Joy G lower than $10. You will get it at possibly $8. And then for you to go in the next day, you have to add some $2. So instead of you gaining, you lose. I'm referring to the donors. And I also know that agents will also be victims. The agents that chose to be willfully ignorant. And let me tell you what the price will be for an agent. An agent that will be willfully ignorant and deliberately ignore all these signs, all this information, all the warnings. The administration has already put it in the agent section. I'm already an agent. So when I click on my agent section, you won't see anything. But I think the administration is going to upgrade it in such a way that every agent will agree to the terms and conditions. You will agree to the terms and conditions. I've already signed up. I'm already an agent. But every agent will agree that if you are an agent and you sell below the stated price that you see in the KCBO, that you will agree to be suspended for the next 1 month. Admin talked about it in the meeting yesterday, and I'm reiterating it. So I want us to know that if you are an agent and you go to the KCBO, pay attention to this value. Pay attention to this value. This value will keep changing. And if you sell below this value, your account will be suspended for the next 1 month. 1, 2, you will be removed from the agent page. Nobody will be able to donate to you for the next 1 month. So of course, donors will definitely look for someone else to donate to. And then after they've donated to those people for the next 1 month, and then your punishment is now lifted and you come back in, it's going to take you a while to recover your donors. It will take you a long while. Whether you are a leader, it will be clear that your leadership is faulty. It will be clear that as a leader, you are not subject to leadership. As a leader, you are not subject. One of the signs of a good leader is being able to be a good follower. Yes, some leaders in this community, unfortunately, are not ready to follow, but they think they know it all. So if you are suspended for 1 month and you are brought back in, it may take you another 2 months to gather yourself together. Get yourself together and start getting donations. And I can tell you that will be a while. Now, that's actually the first condition. More conditions will be placed if people still refuse to listen, because the administration will not allow a few people to control the community towards the wrong direction. No, that would not happen. Okay? That would not happen. So the meeting yesterday, he has told you the condition for being a donor. You must comply, or else you just do a swap. For agents, if you sell below the stated price, then you go in for the price. You get suspended for the next 1 month. Yes. And others will follow if the community chooses not to align to what the administration is doing. Let us cooperate. That's the summary. Okay? All right, that's the end of the mass adoption meeting. A good number of people asked questions, So those questions were for those who attended the meeting. If you're able to attend the meeting, you can do well to ask your questions in the meeting. I'm not going to go into all those details of questions and that. But I think that's it. If you people are watching me and it's a good thing you make your comments. Only one person has made a comment, and the person is Brother Vincent. And I dare to say, Brother Vincent, I think, is from Uganda. So do well to make your contributions. It's only good to support what the righteous are doing, and the righteous are those who are standing for the truth. I dare to say, by the grace of God, I stand for the truth, and I will keep standing for the truth as long as I'm alive. So I want us to support. If you're actually viewing my channel, you are standing for the truth as well, and I hope you support me. If you are not in support, then be prepared to face a whole lot of challenges, because the administration is going to ensure that things are done the right way. Whether you agree or you don't agree, it doesn't matter. But things should be done the right way so that everybody will benefit, not a few. Everybody will benefit. All right, on that note, I want to use this opportunity to say do well to like my channel, do well to subscribe to my channel, and do well to give a thumbs up. Share as much as you can to as many people that you come across, so that people will get properly informed. Okay. All right. So I don't think anyone is making any comments except this, my friend, that is saying greetings, leader, and greetings to you as well. So till I will come your way again some other time. I think there will be other updates over time. We are going to watch and see how things will unfold. Thank you so much for being on my channel. God bless you, and bye for now.